Hi there! You know, in all my years of baking squash, I always halved it or quartered it in order to bake it. But then my sister calls me one day and tells me about how she baked a squash whole in the oven, and I was like, how come I never thought of that? So today I'm going to show you how to bake a squash whole in the oven and whole in the Instapot. So let's get cooking in the kitchen, and remember to stay tuned for the segment coming up afterwards.
For both the Instapot and the oven, remove the stem. For the oven, preheat to 375 degrees. Place the squash in a baking dish and add 1 cup of water. Put it in the oven and set the timer for 90 minutes. Keep an eye on the water. If it dries out during baking, just add a little more. The squash is done when a fork easily inserts through the squash skin. If you have a larger squash than this little 2-pounder I've got here, simply increase the bake time until it passes the fork test. Now be sure to stick around because I'm going to show you what to do once the squash is done after I quickly run through the Instapot instructions. Okay, for you Instapotters out there, insert the rack your Instapot came with, then place the squash inside the pot. Add 2 cups of water, then secure the lid and close the valve. Set it to pressure cook for 10 minutes. If you have a larger squash than this little 2-pounder I've got here, simply increase the pressure cook time about 1 minute more per pound. For each cooking method, once the squash is done, remove it from the Instapot or the oven, and be careful because it's going to be really hot. Using a fork and knife, and you could even use a butter knife, cut the squash in half, remove the seeds, then scoop out the perfectly tender flesh.
So what to do with the squash from here? Here are 3 ways to enjoy it. Number 1, eat it as a mashed potato substitute. Add a little oil and sea salt, and organic olive oil or coconut oil. Add a homemade dressing. I've made this scrumptious plant-based ranch dressing. Or try this hemp seed cream, which is also plant-based. I show you just how to make it in my beet soup video. Now if you want me to do a video on my homemade plant-based ranch dressing, just let me know by leaving a comment below. If you like things on the sweet side, add a little raw honey or maple syrup. Number 2, make a squash soup just like I did here in this video. Number 3, make pumpkin pie. Guess what? Pumpkin is a winter squash with a deep orange flesh, just like 90% of the winter squashes out there. And in fact, I haven't used real pumpkin in my pumpkin pie in years. I usually always use my winter squash that I have on hand. Nobody has ever noticed the difference, and in fact, I get rave reviews every time I make a winter squash pie. I mean, pumpkin pie. So if you want me to do a video on the best and the worst winter squash varieties to substitute your pumpkin pie with, let me know in the comments below. So check out my squash soup video here, and if you want to see how to make the hemp seed cream, check out this video right here. Then hit that subscribe button if you want to see my upcoming videos. Ding the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. Share this video with someone you think will enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!